Meeting to order of the Otero County Department of Human Services. Donna, the minutes.
May 8, 2023, the Otero County Board of Human Services met this date with the following present: Rob Oquist, Tim Nabishu, Jim Baldwin, Jennifer Rive, Ken Hood, Jennifer Garcia, Tammy Insidious, and Adrian Hart. April 24 minutes were read and approved. Board approved payrolls for youth and transition, out-of-home, core, leave, child care, employee, and admin. Board approved the TANF transfer of $150,000 to Jefferson County. Board approved the financial report for February 2023. A copy is attached. Donna gave a LEAP report indicating we processed 1,747 LEAP applications as opposed to 1,578 last year. Average payment this year was $548 versus $551 last year. LEAP has closed. Will open again in November. Letters will be sent to individuals beginning in October. Open for business. The meeting was adjourned.
I make a motion to approve the minutes from May 8, 2023.
I'll second.
Been moved and seconded that we approve the minutes. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. All opposed? Motion carries. Okay, payrolls.
Payrolls, lots and lots of payrolls. Due for April and May. Really nothing super out of the ordinary. We are also pleased again to have our out-of-home payroll down a little bit, down under what we need to have it. It's even about $10,000 cheaper than it was last year, so that's good. That is a function of not having to place kids and having to place kids in lower level facilities, and so that's always good for everyone. Otherwise, really nothing out of the ordinary. I am happy to go down the acronym soup if you would like for me to. Any acronyms? I know we talked about chats. Any other acronyms that we need a refresher on, or are we good?
We're good.
Okay.
Good? No, I'm good. Okay.
I'll move to approve payrolls as printed.
And I will second that. Been moved and seconded that we approve the payrolls. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Opposed? Motion carries. Financial report.
Yep, so we have the financial report for March. So the first quarter is over, so we should be about 25% through the year. We are over and under in some of our payments, in some of our lines, but if you look at the bottom line, we have received about 17.5% and we've spent about 17%, so we're under the 25%. So we have payments that are quarterly and 6 months, so we have some that will be coming out in a chunk in April and that. So we're pretty much on track. We have spent just over $1 million for the calendar year, and we've received about $18,000 more than what we have spent. So again, some of that is just a timing issue on the reimbursements, but everything looks pretty good still. If you have any questions, I'm happy to try to answer them. Betty, you're making me start.
I'm sorry.
Nope, I'm good.
I have any questions on that either. Okay, we'll move on. Signal Behavioral Health Network.
So the 6 county region has a contract with Signal Behavioral Health Network. The fiscal agent is actually Crowley County. We do that with a number of our different contracts where they're regionalized. But I would just request permission for Otero County to sign along with the other 6 counties and Signal to this amendment. Just really, it's just extending our agreement that ended June 21st, 22 for the next year to 2 years to make it go June 30th, 2024. So we will, we send behavioral health, substance use, anything that we have through child welfare that can be paid for through Signal, we pay it through there first. If it's not something that can be paid for on a Signal, then we tap into our core or our child welfare lines.
Questions?
Nope.
Okay, so I will make a motion to give permission to sign the agreement with Signal Behavioral Health Network.
Second.
Okay, it's been moved and seconded that we give Donna to sign the Signal Behavioral Health Network contract. All in
Aye.
favor?
Aye.
Aye.
All opposed? Motion carries. Wholehearted Connection LLC Service Agreement.
So earlier in our meeting, I told you that this Wholehearted was similar to the Chafee services where folks 14 to 16 can get services. I was mistaken. We do have a contract coming for that one, and it's called something similar to Wholeheartedness, but this Wholehearted is specific to a provider in Prowers County that we have found that will have a really good match with one of our child welfare families. So at this point, we only have it for this one family, but it is going to be an option that we can have therapy, and they'll do family therapy, they'll do assessments, they'll do group family therapy, they'll do just couples, they'll do individuals, they'll do a range of different assessments. And so it is, it doesn't have really a maximum on this, it's just per cost. So there's whatever we refer, then they'll bill for the different types of therapy. They'll also appear in court and be an expert witness if we need to, and have collaboration meetings for us. So this is the initial contract. We've never had a contract with them before. Prowers County Department of Social Services has contracted with this individual and has really good things to say, and so I would just like permission to sign this contract.
And that's this one, the Wholehearted one,
It is
right? Not the
Wholehearted.
one you were... okay.
Yes, the Wholehearted one.
Okay.
Yep.
I move to approve Donna's signature on the Wholehearted contract.
I will second.
Been moved and seconded that we approve the Donna signing the Wholehearted Connection contract. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
All opposed?
I know.
Motion carries.
Thank you. Sorry for that confusion.
Okay,
That's
next,
easy to do for me.
Family Voice Grant Agreement.
So the Department of Human Services put out a grant opportunity to obtain Family Voice in some of the services that we provide. And so we applied for and received $9,400 to implement Family Voice in our county. So what we plan to do with it is taking the wishes of our foster families, our adoptive families, our kinship families, and our grandparents raising grandchildren. And for the most part, it will be bringing in some specialized trainers. So a lot of times we have individuals who have kiddos placed with them that have special needs. Maybe they're on the autism spectrum. They have they have some pretty severe trauma. They have obviously abuse in their past. And sometimes parents don't have all the tools that they need to deal with them. And so there are some fantastic trainers in Colorado and nationwide, and so we would like the opportunity to use this funding to bring them in to provide services for our families. So Christina Loafing, who is our adoption and kinship coordinator, will be in charge of this, and really she has monthly meetings with our foster parents and kinship parents, and she will take their voice to determine what it is that we need to provide in the region. So I would just appreciate your permission for me to sign that contract with the state.
Questions?
No, sir?
Okay, so I'll make a motion to give Donna the permission to sign the agreement for Family Voice Grant.
Second.
It's been moved and seconded that we approve Donna to sign the Family Voice Agreement grant for $9,400. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
All opposed? Motion carries. HITP Security Grant.
So HITP is Healthcare Policy Financing. That is our Medicaid agency, and they have put out a notification that they're awarding grants for physical security. So last month, or earlier this month, sometime recently, we had a representative from Healthcare Policy Financing and a state trooper who has taken this on as his full-time duty nationwide to go around and determine the physical security needs of governments, schools, churches, a number of different organizations. And so they came and they had some really good suggestions on what we could apply for. The grant applications, first date that we can submit them is the 15th of June. And so I would like permission to submit that grant. We're going to do some physical security things both at the annex and here regarding notification, cameras, some protective film, and those kinds of things.
I
Sounds
move to approve Donna's submission of the HITP security grant.
I'll second that.
Been moved and seconded that we approve Donna to submit HITP security grant. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
All opposed? Motion carries. Wendy's Wonderful Kids.
Wendys Wonderful Kids is an organization founded to help adopt kids who are free for adoption to find their permanent homes. So this organization is out of Denver, and we partner with a number of counties to fund a full FTE to handle. I think it's about 10 or 15 counties because we don't have that huge of a load. But they work with our caseworkers and with our kids who are free for adoption to identify homes to try to get them good, loving, permanent homes before they emancipate from our system. We've had this agreement in place for a number of years, and it's about $7,000 that our portion of it. And I would just like permission to sign this to continue this contract.
Was Dave Thomas's daughter, was she adopted?
She was.
That's what I thought. I heard that.
Yep, that's where it came from.
Any questions?
Nope.
Okay, so I will move to give Donna permission to sign the Wendy's Wonderful Kids agreement.
Second.
Been moved and seconded. We approve Donna to sign the Wendy's Wonderful Kids agreement. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
All opposed? Motion carries. Bent and Otero CCAP agreement.
Right now, we have an agreement with Benton County. The CCAP is our Child Care Assistance Program for us to do the eligibility for their folks, and also to certify or to do the fiscal agreements for their homes, for their child care centers. It's worked out well. We've had it in place for a number of years. When our folks work on Benton County child care, they just do it in coding. They have and so then we just automatically bill Benton County, and they reimburse us for all of the salary and benefits and any other costs that we have. So it's worked well, and it's time to re-sign that. So if it's okay with you, I would like permission to sign that grant with Benton County.
And I would make the motion to give Donna permission to sign the CCAP agreement.
I will second that.
Been moved and seconded that we give Donna the okay to sign the Bent Otero CCAP agreement. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
All opposed? Motion carries. Anything else?
One more thing.
One more thing.
I forgot to put on there our LEAP program update. This will be our final report for LEAP. It has closed. There is still the potential that the feds will release more money, so I don't know that we might have another payment if that comes through. But at this point, we have processed all of the applications. We don't have any pending. We processed 1,771 applications with 1,638 approved, so that's a pretty good approval rate, and the average was about $555 per household as far as a benefit. So LEAP is officially, all processing has been completed as of the end of May.
Wow. Cool. Thank you, Donna.
Okay, nothing else?
Nothing else.
We are adjourned.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you.